First down to start the drive after the break. Let's go! He wants to throw. Good timing on the quick out.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. The give to the tailback. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Might as well give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Notre Dame! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in point.
Just matriculating the ball downfield. They were so impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing it.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. That's a live ball. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Young. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the third quarter.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The give to the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Brown will throw it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Offense getting set for 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Fuller. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
China and go. Player, their auction is set to auction is set. M. Hitch corners, strum flood. Hitch corners.
Went up top on second down. That leaves them needing a yard here on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the middle. He got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that lap.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone.
Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories. 4. Split. You have 9 options.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll give it to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Cover 3 is selected.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here.
Options.
Stanford will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
There are 8 categories.
Here come the Irish back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
It's the MO of this offense. They really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Strength flood.
I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eye. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Line gets set. First down. Running back searching for a hole. Finds a crease at the 20. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Brown wants to pass. Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And he tacks on the extra point. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty.
Entering play call formation, there are 8 categories. There are
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Fuller. Tackled immediately after the catch.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
This could be a major turning point in this game. Going for it inside their own 40. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He needs to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
The give to the back. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beats you.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Defense going all in to stop the run. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get it down to the 2. 2nd and goal for this offense.
Backs protect.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they kick it in for 6 more points. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores. And fast. Oh, picked off. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Irish. How about that D coming up with a play like that? And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, and they get him on the ground at the 20. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for Cole.
And that pass picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
That pass is incomplete. They might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. That's caught. It's Price. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Post and strum Y off, count, return, H, normal watch, WRN, shallow cross.
Let's see what they dial up on this fourth down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. As they come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. This offense has a second down play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Stanford!
Entering play. Coaching. Pause. You have 5 options. Depth chart. Entering depth chart screen. RD. RD. CP. Slot 3. Slot 1. Entering play
and once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 28 over Missouri. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense finally gets home. They get their first sack of the day. This is a defense, they can pressure the quarterback. This is not normal. Last week they had 5 sacks, so you're used to this defense getting after quarterbacks.
And the pass hits, picked off. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
There are 3 categories.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the
touchdown Cardinal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to get back in this ball.
Special teams.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Return left is selected.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. To the air on first down. And the ball is picked off. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
There are 3 categories.
Offense set on first down.
Options, cover 1 wholly selected, spread.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. Guys, we come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Brown will throw it. He's got it down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Entering play call. Option double mug. There are 3 categories.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. Off play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, third and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
He lost one down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Here comes the offense on first down. Running it to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We've got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Got his man quickly. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's see what they've got on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. Better find the earplug. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Brown wants to pass. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time, 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. The 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Looking to throw it again. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football is going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They stop it just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Fires to the middle. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one hit the ground.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff keeps getting some work.
Entering play call. Off double mug. There are 3
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? The play action fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Coming after it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. The Cardinal will have to move it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Suggestion. Coaching. Pause. You have 5 options. Depth. Entering depth chart. AHP. Slot 2. WR. L. 3DRG. Slot 2. Slot 3. PWHG. Slot 2. Slot 1. Slot 2. DRG. Slot 2. F. AHG. Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot. Entering off screen, you have 5 options.
Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one?
And strength power. Strength power.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Line getting set on second down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball better.
One thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. He cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. He's going to run it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And they desperately wanted to attempt to return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. Second and long from the 19. Feeling some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long.
Entering pause screen, you have 5
Stanford
options.
lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground.
Option is set.
Here come the Irish back on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like, you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Looking down the middle. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Bringing it back. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Wow, you just don't see that a lot. Pass interference negating a pick 6. What a costly penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Going downfield for the big play. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
There are 15 categories. You have 12 options. Salem to selected.
Looking to pass on second down. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well and get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for
Tackles 11.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollock, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Enter. Return to hub.